that we'll be seeing Talia anytime soon.
Oh, never.
They maybe somewhere, last game there.
In the blue
everyone's
moon, maybe?
Oh yeah, maybe some point in time, or she's just gonna stay in the for a very long until she chooses not to, of course. Of course, we are getting a little bit more late, but heading in towards the bands of BOSSKURR, I do like the Atlas band. It's a very heavy respect towards the side of EVOS SG, knowing that what they can bring forward could be pretty much devastating. Kaja, same old, of course. Show us something new. Is it gonna be Selena? Is it not gonna be a Selena band? Okay, show me what you're currently thinking right now, Sakura.
Could be a Link band as well. Like if he was actually watching the first 3 matches and doing that lower and upper bracket matches, I'm pretty sure he might understand the fear of coming out with Link without thinking.
Wow.
But instead, he's gonna
open up both options.
Yeah. Now he's gonna go with a more safer band pick, which we have seen pretty much quite common yesterday in a couple of the Group A stages, and Kufra is gonna be the first band. Esmeralda is gonna be the first pick.
This is gonna be really, really huge because they got a whole lot of options on the table.
Many.
Clock definitely great, but I'm still thinking Selena's gonna be really, really good. And you did point out Link, but to play Link, you really have to be having yourself pretty much on the ball all the time, and you must not commit any flaws in the early game to make sure that it actually works in your favor. But now that they actually picked the Uranus as well as Claude, it means that these two mentioned heroes are up for grabs for EVOS Legends.
Yep, and the thing about it is with the Kufra band as well, when you meant by a lot of options it's open, it's not just of other hero picks, like other heroes that weren't banned like Selena, but also other heroes that's dependent on dash or blink abilities. Ooh. Something like Esmeralda. Link will be picked out and followed by the Popo and Kuba. Ooh. And the thing is, we saw Popo and Kuba in the last match as well. He wasn't really committing as much compared as the Link just now we saw, but he did so much harassing, so much damage coming out about it, especially when Kuba gets really angry. You know?
Oh yeah, like the trouble of facing against Mpl and Koopa is that, of course, not only do you get a K9 chasing over you, and, it's more about the zoning capability that he brings forward to the table, other than being a stellar marksman that's pretty much on either the S or A tier. So Zaraki's gonna be able to actually get his very own signature pick, which is gonna be actually, I'm just gonna hold that thought again because Sino is actually sitting out of this game, so it's not gonna be Sino that's gonna be playing this Cho instead. So we are heading in towards our second phase of bands, knowing that there's a Link. They cannot afford to let Angela slide.
Yeah, now we're going to be saying about Angela. Going to be like you said, Angela you cannot let Angela slide at this point. But I also love the not really a counter, not really a strong counter pick. It's just more like they just really want someone to deal with that Link. Instantly goes to the Cho, and finally the last band will go to the Selena. And I'm pretty sure on the side here of EVOS SG, they're pretty much thanking God. Like, thankfully, no one actually went for the Selena because there's quite a lot of early game aggression as well. Grog, my God, okay, I'm a little bit biased again. I love the Grog. Grog has always been a very big here, but still, it's going to be quite difficult because there's literally for now 2 characters that's able to traverse over terrain. So the wall is not going to be really great against the Esmeralda or the Link, but it's going to be quite good against the Jawhead and of course Popo and Kuba.
I love it because throughout the entire day we didn't actually see a single Jawhead, and he's still very much trusty and reliable in this sort of matchups. Plus, add on top with Rafaela, it's a combination with what was already at hand, which is the Link. So it can give him a lot more sustainability, as well as that sort of a pick-off potential where, you want to collapse for a team fight. Yeah, I'm just going to land my ultimate on top of you guys and make it even quicker, as well as you look at Pokemon here, who is going to be playing on that Esmeralda. So this seems to be a very good route for the side of EVOS SG. But I like that Kagura coming from BOSSKURR, as we are known that they have really good flexibility from all these members. We've seen Lakesha does it a couple of times before, but this time around it's Kaiser Jin that's going to be on Kagura.
Yeah, now 5 seconds literally before we jump into the game here. It's going to be quite intense going between both of these teams here. Both have great drafting, both have great potential and capabilities. But we're going to be seeing in this first match in this Group B stage to see who is going to be taking the upper hand and who will be having the the shorter end of that stick. This is going to be EVOS SG versus Team BOSSKURR. Match 1 in this Group B.
Of course, let's get this one running here, and of course, casting your votes right down comment below. Which team are you guys supporting? Is it hashtag EVOSKURR or hashtag BOSSKURR? Oh, anything that you can say for BOSSKURR. BOSSKURR win. Simple as that.
Yeah, but oh my, I'm loving, thanks to the production as usual, amazing cinematic view of the Land of the Dawn here before both of these clash of the nations here, these two nations, as to see who will be taking this first score in this best of 3.
And over on the bottom side, seems like they're already having a little bit of arm wrestling down below. Same goes to Scott. Of course, doing a little poke over the side of JPL. But Leisha is getting chased upon as we are seeing Koopa getting a little bit of a back and forth trade against Leisha. So a little bit of zoning capabilities while Pokemon's just going to be visiting him. Oh my, it's almost a first blood coming over. But Leisha won't be able to back away without taking, you know, too many hits. But Kazujin was going to be stuck, and this is going to be first blood in favor of EVOS Singapore.
Oh man, he really didn't want to be in that position, but anyway, going to be face checking that bush into the mix. Aeon does get a little bit down low. Will actually push it back with the jaw hit. That'll be really great, but Sakura will be slaying it once again. Zaraki try to capitalize this as much as possible. Won't be able to get a kill for himself. Scott has to fall back a little bit down low. Zaraki still has to show. Shun pulls in. He really wanted to try to zone them out as much as possible. He sees JPL. He sees Koopa getting a little bit low, not being a little bit too greedy. Harassed Polito a little bit. The dog has been sent onto Zaraki to hunt him down. But looks like Leax here will be finally slaying that dog Koopa once again.
Yeah, of course, no real animals are harmed in the making of the process, but we are having JPL as well as Potato just holding on. Yeah, I love myself some K9 too, but Soul is being in awkward position in between 3 to 4 members of the side of Team BOSSKURR as they are having this bus. But maybe yoinked away by the side of JPL. Oh my, it seems to be, it might just be it as we are looking at Leisha here. Actually coming back, but Aeon will falter as the jaw hit is the first one to fall by the Koopa. This is looking really bad for the side of EVOS SG as Team BOSSKURR secures a total of 4 kills.
They're absolutely insane as well. They wanted to engage, but they actually didn't expect this kind of result and also kind of resistance coming from the side here of Team BOSSKURR. Scott tries to do as much damage as possible to his Soul, but Soul will then realize that actually it already has been fall back. Pokemon try to steal much damage, but sadly I think Scott a little bit more than he can chew. As Pokemon with the leg was actually going to be diving out of the tower. Tempest will land and will secure the kill on Scott. And Pokemon will try to get out Scott here by happening on the other side, on the top side. Soul almost trying to get the kill on Zaraki, but Lex was just in time there to reinforce. But Aeon wants a little bit more kills than that. Leos has no choice but to put Blazing Duet to try to get out of that sticky situation.
Smooth moves coming from Pokemon, but it's still going to be a little bit more of that sort of contest between the two of them to, you know, eventually find a footing. But the goal, honestly, isn't all too far ahead for both BOSSKURR as well as EVOS SG. Pretty much tied up, only maybe about 100 gold difference between the two teams. But Scott taking too much of a free poke, a little bit worrisome as we are looking at BOSSKURR moving in towards the bottom side. But, you know, even if they clash over the side of Aeon, he should be able to hold his own. So it's more of whether or not can they actually secure the turtle right here, which EVOS SG has been keeping their eyes on.
Yeah, but also on the side here of Team BOSSKURR, you see Scott already in the top bush. Really want to try to see if he can secure the skill. Leia's going to be pushing it, but sadly the turtle will be going on the first turtle will be going for the side towards our EVOS SG. But on the other side, Scott has no choice but to use wall shot to get out of that sticky situation. Although Koopa is angry at the moment, but will not be able to get the kill he's looking for. But on the other side, Soul going to be dashing into the mid, doing quite the amount of damage to a Sakura and Kaiser-Jin, forced to back off. And now literally on the right side of their jungle is have so much control going to the side here of EVOS SG.
Of course, just making sure that they actually stack the waves to get all these marksmen pretty much a couple of levels advantage. Pokemon himself definitely had the level 7 on hand. But as for the rest of the members of Team BOSSKURR, they have to let this one go. And of course, Kaiser-Jin could only sit still, and they've lost even the tower of the bot side.
Dude, this is absolutely insane. Like, he already knew that Jawhead has the ultimate. He might as well just try to make as much commitment towards objectives and probably try to get a kill for himself. But Soul still chasing down towards Sakura. Sakura is trying her best, trying to get out of that situation. Throws down the Yin Yang Umbrella as well, just for a little bit of reassurance. but they will be able to get out of this from this trade. Potato still moving in. You see Pokemon still chilling on the top side. I love the fact that Joe is trying to keep him there as much as possible. But JPL Scott might actually try that towards enemy territory a little bit too much, though. Gets a little bit low, has to back off.
Wow.
But here comes Pokemon. You know what they say. You gotta catch them all, and he will catch them alongside with their friend Jawhead as he managed to secure a kill for himself. Zaraki trying to run away from JPL, but JPL is going to be sent to Koopa. But on the other side, happening in the mid lane, we see Ling. We see Pokemon still going to town with the skill. Zaraki gets zoned now by Purple Koopa. JPL really doing a magnificent job making sure that Zaraki actually stays in the top lane and not able to assist his team towards the mid lane, because he's the only one who is able to actually lock down properly on Pokemon.
Exactly, and now, of course, a little bit of reset coming in from the side of Team BOSSKURR as
Second
well.
turtle.
They are definitely keeping tabs on this one, but still, no potential for a commitment coming in, while Aeon might just actually gets a little bit of a smash and grab. While Zaraki could still possibly walk out of this one. He's getting stunned on power. He's taking a little bit more of that bite from Koopa. But oh my, they turn it around. They got that double kill, and now Pokemon's diving in for Scott. Now the next one on the top of it's going to be Leisha here, but that Tempest does not hit. Leisha still swinging by a threat right there, and Pokemon will just let him slide off. But that was close enough as EVOS SG pulls it back to 8 kills.
Dude, beautiful timing coming from the Layax as well. Like, he was supposed to be dead there, but the thing is, he had his flicker spell, he has his battle image, he timed it perfectly, not too early or not too late either, able to get out of that situation alive, and also thanks to the reinforcement coming from his team, he will be able to safely get out of this situation. But second turtle, who is it going to be going to? It's going to be going to the side of EVOS SG, as Aeon will be there to help secure another turtle for the team. Scar trying to push forward, trying to give as much information, trying to harass as much as possible. But the wolf, the Koopa, is just insanely annoying. You did mention it before, like how annoying Popo Koopa is going to be. Especially he is a marksman as well, very mobile because he has the hero spell sprint as well. It's going to be insanely hard to actually catch up to him.
Exactly. Now, from inside of BOSSKURR, I'm looking at what's their next course of action, because they don't seem to be contesting on too much of all these sort of objectives. They are just farming by the corners of the jungle and hoping not to get caught out. And they're just waiting for maybe a dive coming from the side of EVOS SG, which is going to be happening right now. That might just be a catch from the side of Potato. As they collapse upon him, they will be able to actually remove Rafaela from this sort of skirmish, but that's all that they can take.
No, that was exceptional execution coming from the side field on Scott as well, with the managed to land that wall charge on 2 people as well, able to secure the kill. Beautiful kill, Rafaela, but coming against Zaraki, trying to get out of that situation, but sadly Aeon is just too quick with unstoppable force. But still, Scott has to fall back a little bit, gets chased down by the dog himself. But Pokemon, you know what he said, he's gonna be catching them all, still hunting down Zaraki, and he will get him.
Of course, Leisha waiting for the right moment. It seems to be that they are having no choice but to defend the mid lane, or else it'll just be pretty much a walk in the park for the side of EVOS SG. They've already been running around inside the jungle. As we can see, the top side is already pretty much empty. Same goes towards the corners of every single parts of Team BOSSKURR's terrains. But, you know, Scott is going to be taking good care of this spot. But, oh my, so it's just going to be collapsing upon 3 members of the side of BOSSKURR, as they will send Koopa to take a bite of that rock. Now, Leisha's going to be backing away, but JPM might just actually find that catch. Leisha's going to be staying for a little bit, and Unstoppable going in for Pokemon as he goes on his 6th kill. Make that a 7 as he's still looking for Kaiser Jin. Kaiser Jin will back away, and of course, Uranus just escapes in a very thin line. Well, that also opens up room for the mid lane to be just crushed open by EVOS SG.
Dude, like, that decision making, the objective they really want to go for is absolutely crazy, because like they could have gotten a kill for themselves, but that might commit too much maybe lives of their teammate, because right now their main goal is they want the team fight, they want a situation, a scenario. They might say just go for objective. That's pretty much the name of the game. You win a team fight, you get objectives. You try to get as much objectives and as much key positioning as much as possible, as much control every time you win this team fight. Only that way you can increase your chances inside winning this game. By the way, Soul's going to be diving into once again. Gets a little bit caught there, but sadly Koopa is here to save the day, but just a little bit too much damage. Soul will have to back up, but here comes the unstoppable force, and Koopa is currently very angry. Taking a bite out of that rock.
And of course, EVOS SGU had Pokemon just soloing the Lord entirely by itself. He has significantly improved in terms of skills, and of course, now he's chasing over the side of Zaraki, having Tempest over on his side, and slice and dive straight towards the side of Zaraki. He had no chance whatsoever.
Yeah, dude, it's absolutely insane, dude. Like, the thing is, it's just not the score we saw was 9-8, but the goalie was actually quite the difference of 2,000 goalie. And then now, literally 1 minute later, it's currently 13-8 with over like 9,000 goalie. But anyways, he's going to be pushing in. Pokemon's going to be achieving legendary as he managed to get the kill on Lysana. But still, Scott has to make a run for it. Tampa's going to be dropped down as well. Not going to be too greedy about it. He's not going to be diving into that Crystal Tower. Pokemon gets a double kill for himself. The Lord is here to reinforce. The thing is, the team has no choice but to focus on the Lord, but while they are focusing on the Lord, they will probably have to sacrifice this top tower and possibly even the bot tower as well. They're hitting all 3 places at once, Aaron.
Yeah, this is how they actually strike, and they won't find any sort of way to actually cut corners, as Kaiser Jin will be the only one left alive. Of course, Leisha comes back on top, but it does not matter. EVOS Singapore takes game 1.
Dude, it is